Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
Caught. He's wide open. Look out.
Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
And the Huskies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. So, Kirk, it's Washington in front, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Meadows. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to run for the first down.
Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense.
The Huskies will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. As the first down is still going. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. Here comes a handoff. And the defense just makes the stop short of the goal line. Brought down at the 1. Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And jump on top now here in the fourth.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They worked so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is brought down. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. Hardball playoff game comes down to this. Can the offense find the end zone late here? Back to throw. It's Meadows. Comes up with the catch. Gets some space around the 30. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, they got the matchup that they wanted here, Chris, with this quarterback having enough time. Good job by the offensive line. He puts it right on the money. Huge gain. You look at the clock and you look at the score. This is an opportunity here to work some clock and potentially get the go-ahead score late. You don't want to give that opposing quarterback too much time to work with.
Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? They're going to run it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Shotgun formation here on third down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Crucial play here. They go to the air. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. Looks like Washington will have the first down. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Makes the ground. It's Luna. The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Takes the handoff. Looking to throw. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds.
I'm a mother-in dog. Don't play with me. When you bring a bum-ass receiver like Crusher against me, that's what you get. You fucking mediocre.
Now, probably not going to get
Ah!
this could end up